Welcome back to the channel. I have Tony here, and he has a 2007 Chevy Silverado. Is that correct? Duramax.
08 GMC Duramax, yeah.
All right, so if you want, hit that arrow right there. You go. Hit that arrow right there, and then hit it again, and then you see where the truck with the, there you go. So that's gonna help us get back there. So he wanted to check out the cameras, so he can see how it is to back.
This is crazy.
Behind the fifth wheel. I know this stuff is kind of cool. That's what I love about these newer trucks. You get these cool cameras. Now it's not perfect, but it will guide you there. And once you get there, you can kind of like figure it out from there. Yeah, so you're doing pretty darn good. Oh, nice. Oh, wow. You're doing better than me, buddy.
First, I guess there's a first for everything.
Yeah, you're good. Right keep going a little bit more. Right there. So you can pull up just a little bit, just a hair. That's it. Perfect. Now let's go check it out. All right, so one thing I love about the GMC truck, check this out, guys. Now that I have the new hitch down below, I can actually put my tailgate down, but you guys can pretty much see everything is within reach here. I haven't really had a chance to show that to you guys, but he's pretty much there, but he just needs to go over to the left just a hair. So let me just let him know real quick, hold on. All right, so we pretty much all hooked up. Now we got to put the power in. And one thing I love about this is it's really easy to get to, as you can see right here. And all I gotta do is connect the chains. I already have the coupler locked and breakaway switch, and that's pretty much it. So Tony, what do you think?
I'm just shocked at this compared to the Cummins dually. This thing gets up quicker. I can barely, it doesn't even feel like there's a trailer behind us.
Yeah.
And when you accelerate from the stop, I thought there would be a bigger difference with the dually compared to this single wheel, but I'm impressed.
Wow. Now we'll say once we get up to higher speeds, that'll be a good test. So we'll be able to get up to about 65 miles an hour. Now, if you're new, if you haven't watched the last video, we towed with Joey's truck. He has a 2018 Ram 3500 dually. So Tony's saying that this truck actually feels about the same in terms of the stability. Now, one thing I'll say, because this is something that a lot of people don't know, this is a big truck. Like, this truck has a pretty long wheelbase because it has almost a 7-foot bed. And for 2020, they did make this cab a little bit bigger. So what you're feeling is actually real because this is a long truck. So the wheelbase is a little bit longer now. It's not longer than Joey's Ram, but the other thing you're feeling is the weight of this one too. This truck weighs 8,300 pounds on the curb. With us and all my gear, we're at about 9,300 pounds or so. So that stability you're feeling is because this is a pretty heavy pickup. What about you, Joey? What do you think?
It's smooth. It feels really good.
Yeah. You know, what I need to do is I need to take off my Reese Goose box and I need to put a regular pin box on with a fifth wheel hitch and then start towing my new trucks with it that way and see if there's a difference with my, you know, my pin box, because I have shock absorbers, airbag, there's like these little rubber grommets, so it does take away a lot of the shock that you feel from the fifth wheel. And it's just sitting on the ball, so you don't really feel as much, you know, of that weight on the truck basically. How fast you go? About 50 miles an hour right now?
Yeah, I'm 50 right now.
50 right now.
I mean, every once in a while you'll feel the trailer give a little bit of nudge.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's smooth. Get up and go.
Nice.
Acceleration is smooth. I mean, now we're at 56. It feels just as stable as the Dodge.
Yeah. That's something I said earlier too, was once you start getting into that toy hauler fifth wheel, you just have to get a dually. Like, even though that trailer will probably make this truck feel a little less fun to tow with in that 18,000 pound range, especially if you have a toy out back 45-foot trailer, I would 100% say go dually. No matter which one you go with, GM, Ford, Ram, doesn't matter. But with this, I think this truck just doesn't have that stability that you would need at those higher levels. But I mean, The 10-speed transmission, is it pretty busy, or do you feel that it's...
No, it's... It doesn't really tell us what gear.
Oh, see, he said that it doesn't tell us what gear we're in. That's something I want to know, too, when I'm driving.
Yeah, that would be nice to know if I'm in... Yeah, I don't even know what gear I'm in.
Yeah, see, I like to see that, too, personally. So, hey, just saying, guys, that's something that I would like to see from GM. And even on the 2024s, they refresh the interior, and they have a digital gauge cluster. They still don't show you what gear you're in. You know, you can lock in the gear, but you still wouldn't know what gear you're in if you're just driving.
Unless we go into manual.
Yeah, if you go into manual, you can lock it in the 7th. I mean, right now, we're probably either in 8th gear or 9th gear. We're not in 10th right now. Because the tow haul mode was probably locked inside of that gear at this low speed. But so far, we're doing about 6.9 mpg, driven about 5 miles. And we probably should take a left this time. I don't know how far we're going to go down, but we'll just go down and see where we can turn around at. Because I want to get a good feel for the fuel mileage.
Definitely don't shift hard like my truck.
Yeah.
I mean, when you get on mine and it shifts, it like jerks your head back. So.
Well, that's a torque converter locking up, really. That's what you're feeling there.
Yeah.
But yeah,
this one's like really smooth when it shifts.
Yeah, that's why I asked you about the shifting. Like, if you felt it was harsh or anything, but it's so smooth in this truck. We're going about 65 now?
68, 67.
Wow.
Right now.
They really like the GMC, guys. They really like the GMC. I think Joey said he's gonna probably go ahead and switch over to a GM at some point. Just kidding. He didn't say that.
I mean, it's so smooth, you know, and maybe if it was a bumper pull, it'd be a little bit different.
Yeah.
You know, where
You couldn't even tell my trailer was behind this thing.
No. It just the horsepower on this, the way it's geared and it gets up and goes. I mean, and I was only probably half throttle to get up to speed.
Yeah. Yeah, fifth wheels do tow a little bit better than travel trailers personally. But honestly, I think that your trailer would feel probably about the same, I would say. Again, this truck's heavy. Has a lot of weight to it. Your 2008 probably only weighs probably around 7,500 pounds in that ballpark.
Yeah, I've never weighed it.
Yeah.
But the research. Though is when I'm shifting, I'm looking to see the gears, and as I forget it's digital, so I'm like, you know, I'm looking for it to go park, reverse, you know, neutral.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and switch over. So we're gonna have the Ram owner drive the GMC. So he has the dually, and yeah.
Oh yeah.
And Tony's thinking about getting another truck at some point. Cause he's a GMC. You're a GMC fanboy, right?
Yeah.
Or you're a
Chevy,
Duramax.
well, I've had Chevy and GMC my whole since 16.
Yeah. This is a really good pickup. Like I gotta admit, even though I love Ram, when I bought this, I was like, yeah, this truck.
Oh, there it is. It's right there.
What's that?
I was looking straight ahead.
Oh.
Never mind. Just cut that out. You're just like, okay, dummy. I just was looking straight ahead. I'm like, where is the park reverse?
No, you're fine. So we got 7.8 on that little drive, right?
Yeah, it kept going up.
So you know you're gonna have to send it now, right? Sounds like a diesel now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think my Ram pulls a little harder.
Ram pulls a little harder?
I think so.
I think when that torque converter locks up on the eyes, and that's what you're like. That truck is just ridiculous. And
But
I think
this one's definitely smoother.
Yeah.
By far, but I think mine takes off a lot quicker.
Yeah.
I do.
Well, I didn't hammer down on yours either.
yeah, It's definitely smooth for sure. What do you think about the stability?
It's good. I can definitely feel a pin weight on this. There's a little bit of bounce to the truck compared to the dually, but it's still really smooth. But I can definitely feel it.
You know what else you can feel a lot more on this truck that I actually just noticed just now? This side-to-side motion. Do you feel it?
Yeah,
There's like a little bit of side-to-side motion that you feel by not having those extra tires on the ground. And that's just what you're gonna have to expect when you get a single rear wheel truck. And again, as you get heavier on trailer, when you get 300 to 3,500 pounds of pin weight, it gets worse. Because those tires can only do so much with that kind of weight.
Yeah, I noticed that now.
You see it? Yeah. I noticed it a lot with your trailer too, with that toy back there. I mean, 1,900 pounds makes a big difference. Towing a trailer when it's all went back.
Yeah, definitely does.
So Joey said that the braking on his Ram was better. So again, I hate to beat this dead horse, but what he's feeling is his exhaust brake, and I haven't felt it come on at all. I mean, it is on. You guys can see right down there. It is illuminated. Exhaust brake is on. Earlier in another video, I forgot that it was on, but this time around it's 100% on, and it just does not come on. Now, if you are going downhill in cruise control, sometimes it will shift hard down and slow the truck down, but it's just very intermittent. It's not constant. Every time we took our foot off the gas in the Ram, instantly comes on. There's no conversation, there's no trick to it, it's just there. So that's the only thing about this truck that I am like frustrated about, is that I'd love to have that confidence, especially if you're going down the grade. But yeah, right now he's hitting the brakes with the truck and there's no feedback.
Can't tell.
Yeah, that's not there.
I mean, you can't feel the exhaust brake on it at all.
Now, if you manually shift it, it's great, because like Tony said, it shifts down so quickly that it just works better in that way. But why do I have to work harder to get my truck to stop? That's the only thing I don't like. But overall, again, like I said, this is still a great performing pickup. I think.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
The truck's super smooth.
Yeah, it is smooth. It looks great. And I mean, like you said, Tony, too, the bells and whistles are just ridiculous in these trucks today. I mean, the camera views, granted, even though the exhaust brake doesn't work, your 808 doesn't have an exhaust brake, right?
No, just in tow haul it will, downshift automatically for you.
Although you do have the real Allison, or the true Allison, I should say. All right, so I have two guys with me right now. A lot of you guys talk about the GM trucks having harder seats. I have a Ram owner and a 08 LMM owner here. What do you guys think about these seats?
I think they're really
comfortable. They,
okay.
I mean, it doesn't swallow you, but they're comfortable, sturdy. I like the leather.
Yep. I find them comfortable too. I mean, they are a little bit harder than Fords and Rams, as I've said in the past, but I could drive this truck for 8 hours. I actually drove cross country 16 hours in one day at one point, and I never felt like I was aching or anything like that. So I do think that these seats do perform well overall. But that's pretty much it. It looks like we got 21 miles driven at 8.3 mpg, so we did get a little bit better. That was with some hard acceleration, and that was pretty much city driving too. So yeah, thank you guys for doing these videos with me too.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
We got to do this again.
Yep.
Maybe we got to go camping. We'll do a camping trip at some point too.
Get the side-by-sides out.
Yeah. And we get the side-by-sides out, all that. Cool. See you guys.